Okay, so today I was walking down the street and I saw one of my old coworkers that I was working with a few years ago, and it reminded me of a few stories. And there is a specific one that I want to talk about today. So, listen, a few years ago, I was something like 17 years old, and I was like in school, working part-time, studying full-time. I was young, I was an immigrant. I've just arrived in this country. I was still trying to understand the mentalities and everything. And obviously I didn't have a lot of work experience. So I took that job, and it was a physical one. It was definitely not the best one, but anyways. Listen, I was treated like shit. I was treated like nothing. I was treated like nothing. My self-esteem was rock bottom. I had no self-esteem. I'm telling you, I wasn't allowed to wear certain things, and blah blah blah. People would say some things to me, and I had that coworker following me home. I've reported him to HR. They didn't do nothing. Anyways, it was bad. So after a certain time, I've worked on my personality, my skills, and obviously, years passed by and I've learned, thank God, and I've gained in maturity and confidence too, because I was doing a lot of shadow work. I was working on myself, and it's life too. Life happens and you grow. And I was like, you know what, now I'm ready. I have the technical requirements. I have learned so much from school, blah, blah, blah. I did all these courses in Coursera. I've learned a lot of stuff like SQL, Python, whatever, SAP. I've mastered all of it. And I was like, you know what, now I'm ready. I'm gonna change and ask for a desk job. And I was spending maybe 3 hours a day on LinkedIn. I was like, okay, let me find new positions. Let's go. And surprisingly, the company that I was working in was basically offering a position. And it was a position requiring no experience. It was for, an entry-level position. But it was a desk one, an analysis one. It was a very good position. A data analyst position. And it was for graduates and people before graduation. And that was the case. So I was like, you know what? I'm the perfect fit. I know how this company works. I know all the processes. I know all people. I know everything. And technically, they loved my work. My productivity was amazing. And that's what they told me. So, I booked that HR meeting and I went to see her. I was happy with my resume and my portfolio, and I was like, okay, I saw this position and I'm very happy to tell you that I'm very interested and I think that I'm a great fit. And at that moment, my supervisor wrote me a note saying, hey, she's a very good person. She's very blah, 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 very efficient. We love her, blah, blah, blah. Give her her chance, right? That's one of my supervisor. He was very fair. Anyways, so I went there with a background and everything. And obviously I've worked there for a little while, so technically they know me. You know what the HR did? You can't believe it. You won't believe it, actually. She laughed at me. She was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting it. I thought that you came for something else, like, I don't know, but what? You're asking for a desk position. Where did you see it again? On LinkedIn? On Indeed. No, listen. So, and I remember Like, she was like, oh, no, that's an old one. We didn't just remove it. It's not up to date. I'm sorry, but we don't have open positions right at this very moment. I'm sorry, but you can apply, or you know what, you can come back next year and ask. I don't know. There is nothing that I can promise. And 2 weeks after, the position disappeared and a new staff member came in. So we get to meet her. Her name was Maria. And I was like, oh, by the way, so how did you end up here? And she's like, oh my God, that's so funny. I applied a week ago and yeah, I didn't graduate too. I'm just like looking for something as an in-between, and I'll be done with school by the end of summer. And I was like, me too. And then, you know what? I felt like the ground was shaking under my feet. I couldn't stand it. Like, I remember this explosion of emotion. I was like, this isn't happening. I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that this is my reality. Oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening. I was like, oh my God, that's a crazy story. That's a crazy story. So I went to see the HR and I told her whatever. I was like, I was like, you know what, that's it. Let's do confrontation. She was like, no, you don't understand. She sent her CV before, so I've closed the applications and everything, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. She said something. It was pure bullshit. So I was like, you know what? I'm quitting, bye. And, she was like, okay, bye. So the disrespect was real. It was big and everything. And I was like, you know what? That's it. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Even if it hurts, that's what I needed. So a week after that, I was literally looking for a job. Like all day long. And you know what? I had 8 interviews. And I ended up choosing for who I'm gonna work. And it was better companies. And then I took a position at Desk One, finished my studies, got a 25% raise during the same year just because my performance was very good. And that's the story. So one of the most important things here from this story is that's literally how I've learned to trust myself. Because, hear me out, I had no backup plan. It was either staying, letting these women dog me out, literally, or standing up for myself, even if I had no plan. And I had bills to pay. I'm paying for my sister. I'm paying for, because she's little, I'm paying for myself. I'm living on my own. I have to pay for school. I have to pay for food. I have to pay for rent. The struggle was real. And I had the balls to say, no, you're not going to treat me like this. Bye, ciao, adios. There's something out there for me. Listening to yourself when your inner self signals something to you. When this voice tells you, hey, this wasn't right. This isn't okay. This situation isn't good. I don't like to be treated like this. You don't talk to me like this. And you're like, yes, that's right. Fuck off. And you're like, okay, I'm out. I'm done. Bye, ciao. You don't do that to me. Your mental strategic mind is going to make sure that you're going to have options, and it's going to create options for you because you took that risk. And it's just kind of set up this way for you to be able to listen to yourself more often, because we tend to ignore this voice because we're scared. We're scared we don't find whatever, another job or another opportunity. But it's absolutely not how it works. Sometimes it takes to jump and the ground will appear. Most of the time, actually. And believe me, it's gonna happen, because once you have this relationship and this trust, if it's in you, it's never gonna fail you. You're never gonna fail yourself. That's the promise that you need to make to your own self. You're never gonna fail yourself. Don't allow anyone to treat you poorly, to make you think that you're not enough, to make you think that you don't deserve that opportunity. No, you deserve it. You're enough. You're worth it. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. If it takes learning, you're gonna learn. You're gonna develop skills. You're gonna do what's necessarily, you're gonna do whatever it takes. And you're gonna get there. But that's it. It also takes showing people how to treat you right, because people are going to treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. And that's just how it works. That's a transactional thing. It's a transactional thing. If you've accepted so many bad things, if you've accepted abuse your whole life, it's time to say nope. Nope, there's something out there for me. Come on. You don't listen. You know what? Because we're a lot of, listen. Because a lot of people don't know how to say no. No, you're not gonna treat me like this. No, you're not gonna talk to me like this. I didn't like that. I think that I deserve more. I think that I deserve it. Yes, I deserve it. And what if? What else? So it takes literally trusting yourself and making sure that people understand that, yes, you believe in yourself. And you need to believe in yourself, because believing in yourself will get you anywhere. 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 And these people, listen, I think that if someone's dragging you down and you accept it once, it's gonna be the downfall. The only way is worse. It's never gonna get any better. Do you think that this person's gonna wake up and have a realization and be like, you know what? I think that I've realized that I've been a bad person. I've been treating people poorly and badly. Let me change. No, it's never gonna happen. You're just gonna be abused more and more and more. And that's how corporate America and abuse in general works. So, up to you. But I'm telling you, once that you set that connection between you and your inner self, if you listen to your inner self when she's crying and debating and hating her life, if you hear the call and you answer it, and you're like, you know what, listen, okay, I hear you, you're right. She's gonna make sure that all the doors will be opened to you. She's gonna make sure that she's gonna provide the energy that's gonna make you work harder and find the opportunities. And it's gonna happen 1,000%, as long as you make sure that you listen that voice. Si tu l'honores, elle t'honore. Point. And that's just it. That's just it. Okay, so I was a little bit emotional for this one because, listen, I think that a lot of people are going through this. But yeah, it's scary. It's scary. It's always the case. But once you jump, the ground will appear 1,000%. C'est bon. I can tell you for sure. It's gonna happen. But you have to make sure to establish that link here. You know what? I want you to go look at yourself in a mirror and have a conversation. Literally, like a conversation. You're going to talk about what makes you bad or a little bit anxious lately. And talk. It's my job, it's my partner, it's my family, it's my business, it's this country, it's this culture, it's my friends, it's my surroundings, it's my lifestyle. Have this honest conversation with yourself, staring at yourself in the mirror. And then ask her or him, what is it that sounds right to you? What is it? Should we quit? Should we break up? Should we close? What is it that we need to do? And the first answer is going to be no. I don't know. Chances are it's going to be I don't know or no. And a question, why no? Blah, blah, blah. A lot of survival instincts are going to get out from that conversation. And you're going to be like, yeah, but if you think this way, it's never going to get anywheres. And maybe after that first conversation, you won't end up with answers. But if you come back a second time, I'm pretty sure you're going to have more answers, because just being able to define your issues gives you a little bit of clarity mentally. And then your brain subconsciously will work on solutions. And then I'm telling you, second time, you're going to do the exact same thing. Look at yourself, talk to the mirror and say, okay, what is it that we need to do? What's the plan? And you shouldn't find your first instinct. The first instinct will be, for sure, we have to quit. We have to move. We have to break up. It's always the hardest decision, the one that you don't want to make. And you have to trust that one. Because once you trust that one, you're going to establish such a connection with your inner self. It's going to be unbelievable, because that's when magic happens. You have to understand that there is two parts of your brain. The analytical one, the one that you use to survive on a daily basis, isn't the magical one. You have the other part. It's the creative, emotional. It's a different part of you. And the emotional part, it's the one who's always signaling, hey, this is abuse. Hey, I don't like this. Hey, I don't feel good. Blah, blah, blah. And the other one is the one doing the calculations. It's the one doing the math. It's the one saying, oh, but if we quit, who's going to pay rent? The analytical one is good too, because it saves you, it keeps you alive. But you have to make these two work together and not the one against the other one. Because technically what happens for most people is that the creative one, the innocent one, the magical one, is often denied permission to talk. And if this one doesn't talk, magic doesn't happen. Because this one is good she's a very good one as an executor. But she's not the creative one. She's not the one who makes you feel alive. She's not the one who makes you feel happy. She's not the one who's literally aligning herself with your values and who you are. The definition of who you are comes from this person. Or this part of the person. And the other one is just the one making the business plan for this one to survive. So, you have to make them work together. And you have to listen to this one. Because if you don't listen to this one, you're gonna go through the worst times of your life. And maybe that's what you need to learn too. So, anyways, hopefully this video have helped some of you. I just wanna make sure that you understand the point. The point is, 1, don't let anyone dog you out. Anyone. 2, know your worth and work on it too, because you create the value in yourself, to work on it. 3, listen to that voice. Listen to that voice, the first instinctive one. She's always right, and you know it. And that's why it's the hardest answers, because you don't want to listen to her. 4, talk to yourself in the mirror. It helps. The first conversation is not going to lead to a lot of answers, but it's just going to give you a little bit of clarity about what's the problem. It's going to put words onto what needs to be fixed. The second one will help. Okay, ciao, ciao. I'm so cold in here. It's minus something, whatever. Have a nice weekend, guys. Love you, love you, love you. Take care of yourself and see you soon.